Good afternoon and welcome back to another ironic introduction to another video. Today I have war number 2 of season 21. First up I have a Nick Fury on brute force combat strike counter Fury. This is the first time I have seen a Nick Fury here, so I'm honestly really interested. You can see here on that parry I waited out the stun duration as long as possible because that extra life from Nick Fury might be problematic, especially since I play super aggressive in this matchup. I don't really worry too much. You can see here I tried to punish the SP1. That was greedy. As a result, I do end up taking a combo to the face, a little bit of brute force damage, not a big deal. Lock my degen in, and the new Nick Fury is up. Now watch carefully here, because I am going to end up dying here. I think it's to a bug. It's to an unfortunate whiff. Punish his heavy there, no problem. Hit into his block, wait out for a few hits. Accidentally trigger stubborn, not a big deal. I'm going to heavy SP2, and you can see here at the last hit, whiff. Punch to the face, dead. And a big part of that is I heavy countered his heavy a little far, but I did get the secured hit on the heavy, and all the initial hits of my SP2 hit. He got all those Furies up from the node. Single medium hit did like 60% of my health. It is what it is. A lot of champions have whiff issues. I didn't know that was a whiff issue. I wouldn't have been that aggressive with it. I would have waited out for a proper counter or maybe proper countered him. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to heal up, jump back in, and take this Nick Fury out. He's really low. Like, if that SP2 had hit, I'm pretty sure he would have just died. So, not a big deal. We do end up winning this war. That death doesn't end up costing us, which I'm really glad, because that would have been really unfortunate. You can see here, double parry, strike counter on the end of his combo, and I'm able to finish him off. The next fight here is the Mixmaster Korg again. I imagine I'll be taking him pretty much every war this season. At least as long as I'm on path number 2. I'm going to punish his heavy, look for an opening to drop my degen. He was a little bit more aggressive here, but awkwardly so for me. This guy's running, I think, 5 in limber, maybe 4 in limber, so my stun duration isn't long enough for me to secure that heavy, so I'm going to have to do a double parry heavy. I'm going to full block this SP1. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I took one hit, but I am going to heavy chain it to an SP2. This core is going down a lot faster, so I didn't feel the need to save into an SP3. I accidentally triggered stubborn there, not a big deal. I'm going to use a parry opening here to get back into my degen. A 4-hit combo here is my preferred, and I'm going to block this one. You can see here he evades, but a medium light allows me to essentially punish the evade properly, or medium parry after he evades. Here I missed the parry. That's just too slow on my part. I really need him not to throw his special, because he's got a ton of prowesses at this point. He's at 17%, so you can see that I'm force blocking, because I really need to get those prowesses off. A super greedy heavy from me does not get punished. He could have launched his SP1. That would have probably been the end of my Omega Red. I'm going to launch my SP3 immediately afterwards. Thank goodness for that. And Korg is down. Not the best takedown. Not the best takedown, but as long as it's a one-shot, it doesn't matter, right? Next up, I'm going to move into this Captain Marvel movie. This is the EMP modification, Rolling Thunder Captain Marvel movie. If you're not triggering decks, or you blast them fast enough where they don't really launch multiple specials, it's not an issue. You could bring, like Red Guardian or a proper counter for this node. There's a lot, but honestly, Omega Red just deletes them so fast it doesn't even matter. Just a bit of a pause here as I have some delay. I was multitasking, so I'm going to heal up Omega Red most of the way, just to 80%. I'm really confident in my ability here. This one was me just testing out the duration on my parry stun, a double parry for proximity. I don't want to give her too much power, because I don't want her to trigger EMP mod at all. I don't want her to be launching specials, so I'm just waiting out my degen, backing off and doing a force block, comboing into a heavy to get the degen, and then back into force block. Here she's low enough that I'm going to punish and actually heal up. So I started off at 79%, got a nice little free 12% heal, and move on to the rest of my path. I pinged my alliance mate, asked him nicely We could donate an energy. He did, so I'm able to take this Red Hulk boosted as well. So Korg, Captain Marvel movie, and this Red Hulk are all boosted fights. I think I'm not boosted for the next one because I believe it's a Rage Domino, and boost actually are kind of counterproductive there. But you can see here, I'm going to wait out the full stun duration. This guy's not running max limber, so I'm not too concerned. I can wait out a lot more. Lock in my degens when they're above 15. That's really ideal. You don't want to lock them in right away because you're not getting that extra awakened ability degen from Omega Red. He is going to be really aggressive with his SP1, which is super nice. And you can see here, I don't care at all about Strike Counter Fury. It's literally irrelevant here. I'm going to relock in my degen, throw my SP1, try to heal up a bit, and the degen gets him no recoil, topped up to 100%. Gotta love that free heal. Gotta love that great boosting and that free energy donate. So I really appreciate that rip. And then next up we have Thor Rags. Same thing here, nothing crazy. I think this is the buffet Thor Rags. I hope I checked the nodes because I honestly don't remember. We'll find out in the fight. I apologize, team. But this is a Thor Rags. Nothing crazy. Looks like it might just be my path Thor Rags. I honestly don't remember, and I just did this fight like yesterday. So, whoopsies. Hitting into his block to build up my spores really helps. Lock my degen in a little bit late, but that's okay. The SP1 allows me to brace my distance, able to relock in my degens even though he has no power. So now it's just a matter of letting him tick down. I accidentally triggered Stubborn there. Not a big deal. Going to let it drop off. Super greedy heavy. I'm pretty known for my greedy heavies with Omega Red. But another combo into the face, and Thor Rags goes down. That heavy could have gone a lot worse, but the nice thing about having a rank 3 Omega Red, especially in these wars when you're going up against someone like Thor Rags, is you can afford to play greedy and take a couple combos to the face, and then if it starts to go south, then you switch to like more passive play. This is a Human Torch on Buffet. Strike counter combat reduction. If I remember correctly, so here it's about locking in my degens, force blocking. I get some really good unblockable mediums in, which is really nice. And he's going to launch his SP2. I do opt to take the whole thing into my block. I didn't want to mess up and then get stunned. So I'd rather just take the chip damage, able to punish his SP2, throw a combo SP1, and he's down. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of the healing from the SP1. He dropped faster than I was expecting, but he went down pretty nice, I would say. And then finally, wow, I don't know why I said Rage Domino. I had that in my head. I take the Vision Arcus here. And he's halfway down. Normally, I wouldn't bring Omega Red here. He can do the fight. It's just a little stressful. And you're going to see here, I don't play super well. In fact, I play really poorly, but he's mostly down. So I'm going to lock in my heavies right away. And from here, I'm going to back off. I don't want to trigger the armor break or anything, but I want to keep that degen on. He's super aggressive, and I miss the parry there. Go to punish, and he parries me. Really less than ideal. He launches the SP1. Here you can see here, I triggered the Indestructible because he's a stubborn defender. So I'm going to take this SP1 into the block. So now he's finally ticking down. I need one more parry, and I think I go parry into my SP2, and he'll be down. Definitely could do this fight full health on an Arcus. As long as I didn't make those mistakes, it wouldn't have been as threatening. But this was War 2. Did get that Arcus down. Helped jump to the boss on the Mojo. I forgot to record. I did actually get the last like 40%. So I got the last hit on the Mojo, but someone else before me had done most of the work. And we did end up winning this war. We had a really good sizable lead. I think we had like a good 10 or 12 kill lead going into the boss table, and we maintained it pretty well. So 1 loss, 1 win. We'll see how war number 3 goes. As always, though, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.